to this year's NBA draft and decide if we should pump the brakes. Doyle, when you look at the full spectrum of college players headed into the NBA, is UCLA's Lonzo Ball the most desirable draft prospect in all of college basketball?
I think that's the answer. Even though the jump shot is a little funky, he's such a tremendous athlete. The game is so easy for him. He can use either hand. He's explosive. I think the biggest thing for me is he's got such a wonderful feel for the game. You see the 7.5 assists per game? He has made everyone else on UCLA so much better. TJ Leaf, Arizona went bye-bye. We got Lauri Markkanen, bye-bye. He goes to UCLA. He's going to end up being a first-round draft pick. Bryce Alford has kind of slid over to his natural position. UCLA is scoring all these points. They're super efficient. They're fun to watch. I think the most fun to watch in all of college basketball, and it's all because of Lonzo Ball. And when you try to compare his game, you can't. No one I've ever seen in the history of the NBA plays like this guy and is as this athletic and has this good a feel for the game. And I think it's a perfect storm that if you have the number one pick in the NBA draft this upcoming season, have to take him. If
Markelle
you don't
Fultz,
take him, you're making it wrong.
Caleb
move.
Swanigan, Frank Mason III. What about these guys?
Seen all of them. This guy, he could be something we've never seen before. And his dad is blowing, so much smoke. The smoke that he's blowing is unbelievable.
Yeah, better than Steph.
It's a little bit of a stretch. I think he's trying to build up his brand, clothing, as well as his son and his sons to come. But
wait, does his dad have a clothing brand?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, who knew? Not me.
Well, then you look him up and blah, 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 and then there's a couple more kids. So he's that special that you got to take a chance. But the shot should be here. Or here. I've never seen that before. It's going to be interesting to see that transition to the NBA, to point guards league. The fact that he's such a freak athlete has to go number one.
Do you think he has to fix that shot, or is that just maybe like a Tim Lincecum thing where he threw kind of weird, which lately that hasn't worked out for him, but for a while it did. You think he could keep that shot?
That I don't know. If it's not broke, you're right, you don't fix it.
Right.
So if he goes in the NBA and it's not going in, then everyone's going to try to fix it. But if he goes to the NBA and he has success like he is right now at UCLA, where he's shooting a high percentage from three, he was in the 40s, now the high 30s, then no one's going to touch it. But once it doesn't go in, because the hardest thing to do when your shot isn't conventional is that repetition. That's why pitchers throw the same way. That's why shooters shoot the same way, because it's easy to kind of repeat that motion over and over and over again. When you're unorthodox, no one else could teach you how to kind of repeat that motion because you're doing something not the conventional way. So I think that's going to be something that's going to be a big storyline in his career. Is that shot, is it going to